The enigmatic legacy of Frankenstein, a tale of ambition, despair, and creation. In the heart of a storm-laden night, a profound epic awaited the world, hidden beneath layers of ambition and madness. The tale of Victor Frankenstein isn't merely the recounting of a scientist's quest for glory. It's a chilling exploration of the abyss that yawns between mankind's relentless pursuit of understanding and the grievous consequences of unbound ambition. This story begins with Victor, a man consumed by the thirst for knowledge, and ends with the haunting echoes of a creation that would never know its creator's intent. Born in the idyllic hills of Geneva, Victor was a boy of remarkable curiosity, forever enamored by the mysteries of the natural world. His childhood was punctuated by fervent reading, each book an echoing whisper in the hallways of his mind. As night fell and the winds howled outside, he found solace in the dim light of his candle, transported by tales of alchemists and the pursuit of immortality. Little did he know, those tales would ignite a flame of ambition that would ultimately lead him down a path of destruction. As Victor grew, so did his insatiable desire to unlock the secrets of life itself. The allure of creation gripped him, taking root in his mind like an insidious vine. He abandoned the tranquility of his home and set forth to the University of Ingolstadt, where the foundations of modern science beckoned with promises of enlightenment. It was here that Victor uncoiled the mysteries of life, delving into the macabre beauty of anatomy, chemistry, and the alchemical processes that had once captivated him. However, one question lingered: could mankind harness the divine power of creation? Gathering materials in the darkest recesses of the night, Victor toiled obsessively, stitching together pieces of the dead. In his hands, the remnants of humanity morphed into something grotesquely beautiful, a being not born from love, but from a heart steeped in obsession. The day of his triumph arrived with an electric storm raging overhead, as if the heavens themselves were aware of the blasphemy unfolding within the confines of his laboratory. Yet, as life flickered into being, triumph gave way to horror. Before him lay the creature, a patchwork of limbs and a face that twisted the very notions of beauty into a grotesque mockery of life. In that moment of creation, in the silence that followed, Victor felt a shiver of dread crawl down his spine. The being's first breath filled the room with a chilling foreboding. Suddenly, the aura of his ambitious pursuit turned to ash, and he fled, leaving behind the living embodiment of his ambition. What he failed to comprehend then was the immediate echo of loneliness that would shape both their lives. As days turned into weeks, Victor locked himself away, unable to face the horror he had wrought. Yet, far from the warm hearth of family and friends, the creature awakened to a world that greeted him with horror and disdain. It wandered through forests, observing a world it could not inhabit, yearning for connection in a society that refused to acknowledge its existence. Estranged and tormented, the creature sought answers in the shadows, forging its own path through an indifferent world. Stripped of kindness, the creature's heart grew heavy with despair. Its observations of humanity unveiled glaring truths. Love, companionship, the very essence of living, were anchored not in grotesque appearances, but in understanding and acceptance. Yet, each attempt to reach out was met with repulsion, a reflection of its creator's own fear. A feeling of betrayal tightened around the creature's heart like a noose. In Victor's rejection, the creature found itself questioning the nature of existence. If it were not loved, was it ever alive? Driven by a desperate, gnawing need for companionship, the creature approached Victor, confronting the man who had given it life yet failed to recognize it as anything but a horror. In a clandestine meeting cloaked by night, the creature recounted its suffering, begging Victor to create a companion who could share its burden. In return, it vowed to retreat into the wilderness, abandoning mankind if only it could find solace in the heart of another. Victor, torn between moral quandary and the shadows of his own conscience, wrestled with the weight of this request. The ambition that had once fueled his artistry now appeared as shackles, constraining his soul. To create a second creature was to risk repeating his previous sins, yet to refuse was to condemn the first to eternal solitude. He wandered through moonlit pathways, wrapped in threads of doubt and dread, pondering the nature of monstrosity. Was it born of flesh, or was it a reflection of the heart? As Victor struggled with his decision, the creature's patience waned, turning into rage against the injustice of its existence. This once innocent yearning for companionship darkened into vengeance, leading to a tragic chain of events that would unravel the lives intertwined by ambition and despair. In this tragic framework of creation and destruction, Victor learned the harrowing lesson that unchecked ambition can spawn not only life, but also chaos. The creature's relentless pursuit of belonging turned into a tempest of revenge, laying waste to everything Victor held dear. What began as a quest for knowledge led to a chase through Arctic winters, where the lines between creator and creation blurred, lost amid the howling winds of fate. Ultimately, amid icy desolation, with death closing in, Victor realized that he had forged not just an abomination, but a reflection of his own inner turmoil. The journey through the shadowed realms of his ambition robbed him of innocence, leaving only echoes of regret. Even in the throes of despair, the creature remained a tragic figure, alive yet unloved, a testament to the dangers of a world where curiosity knows no bounds. In the depths of their intertwined fates, the story of Frankenstein remains a haunting reflection on the nature of creation. It beckons us to ponder the responsibilities of a creator and the darker corners of ambition. To understand that beneath every creation lies an invitation to consider the implications of an unexamined life. And as the fog of time envelopes this tale, one can only wonder, in our pursuits, how often do we create monsters within ourselves?